Good afternoon, dear kids. Today I am taking your chapter 7, exercise 7.1, coordinate geometry. Dear kids, now if I suppose give you 2 points and if I give you the coordinates, this is your graph, and if I give you the points के coordinates भी मैं आपको दे दूँ, for example 2, 3 and 4, 1, how to find the distance between 2 points on a graph. ओके ये तो स्ट्रेट है तो आप ब्लॉक्स काउंट करके भी इनके बीच में डिस्टेंस फाइंड कर सकते हैं. बट इफ़ यू हैव अ स्लोप लाइक दिस, suppose this is the point and this is the point, how you'll find the distance between these 2 points? For that we have the formula which is known as distance formula, which is under root x1 minus x2 the whole square plus y1 minus y2 the whole square. This is your formula for finding distance between 2 points. Yes, my dear kids, what is x1 and x2? If suppose this is one point, this is other point, the coordinates of your first point will be x1, y1, and this will be x2, y2. Clear? You have to just put in these coordinates into your formula to get with the distance between 2 points. Shall we start? Yes. So we will do question number 1. In that we have problem number 2, which says the points are minus 5, 7 and minus 1, 3. Shall we start? Put in these points. This is your x1, y1, x2, y2, and you have to find the distance between them. So you have to write by distance formula. The distance is equal to under root, always write the formula, always, x1 minus x2 the whole square plus y1 minus y2 the whole square. Put the value of x1 minus 5 minus 1 the whole square plus you have 7 minus 3 the whole square under root. Yes, my dear kids, and it will be something like this. Once you open it, you will get. Am I clear with this? You will get under root 32. Now you have to simplify this under root 32. How you will simplify? You can write it 16 into 2. 16 आपका free हो जाएगा, that is 4, and inside will be 2. So the final answer is 4 root 2. Is that clear? Next, I will also take your third, which is you have to find distance between, this is your A and B, and minus A minus B. This is your x1, y1, x2, y2, and you have to write by distance formula, and you have to find the distance between these two. So that will be, so it will be x1 minus x2, so A minus minus A the whole square plus B minus minus B the whole square. So that will be A plus A the whole square plus B the whole square. That is 2A the whole square, 2B the whole square. That is 4A square plus 4B square. If I take 4 common, inside will be A square plus B square. 4 can be free, so inside will be A square plus B square. Clear? Next you have find the distance between point 0, 0 and 36 and 15. So it is same. Always remember 2 points are given to you. One point is 0, 0. Another point is 36, 15. This is your x1, this is your y1, this is your x2, this is your y2. And your formula for distance you know very well. That is x1 minus x2 the whole square plus y1 minus y2 the whole square. You have to put in everything and you have to get the distance. That's your problem number 2. Will that be easy for you to do? We'll jump on to problem number 3. Problem number 3 says, determine if the points 1, 5, 2, 3 and minus 2 comma minus 11 are collinear. Now what do you mean by collinear? Collinear is, suppose if I give the name A, B and C. If the distance between AB is equal to distance between BC, then they will be called as collinear points. So first you have to find the distance between AB, and then you have to find the distance between BC, and if they are equal, you will say the points are collinear. Clear? You can also go for distance between AB, BC and AC. Same formula, AB का distance आप find करेंगे. So you will go for 1 minus 2 the whole square plus 5 plus 3 the whole square. When you will solve this, my dear kids, you will get under root 5. Then you go for BC. BC 2 minus minus 2 the whole square plus 3 plus minus 11 the whole square. When you solve this, you will get 212 under root 212. Now let's go for AC. So AC find करने के लिए you will go for 1 minus minus 2 the whole square plus 5 plus minus 11 the whole square. Once you solve this, you will get 265 under root. Now you will notice that AB, see what is the thing, if you want it to be collinear, now AB plus AC, if I do AB plus AC, it is not equal to BC. AB plus AC, AB plus AC is not equal to BC, and the points to be collinear, it should be like AB plus BC should be equal to AC. Getting my point? Are you getting my point clear? AB plus BC should be equal to AC. But if I do AB plus BC, I am not getting equal to AC. So that means they are not collinear. They are non-collinear. Is that clear? Next we have question number 4, which says check whether 5 minus 2, 6 comma 4, 7 comma minus 2 are the vertices of an isosceles triangle. So if I put 5 minus 2 here, 6 comma 4 here, 7 comma minus 2 here. So now my dear kids, it will be isosceles if any two sides are equal. So for that you have to find the distance of this side by distance formula, this side by distance formula and this side. So you can name it as A, B, C. You have to first find distance of AB, same by the distance formula. Then you have to find distance of BC by distance formula and distance of AC by distance formula. And you will notice if these points are the vertices of isosceles triangle, then any two sides you will notice that they are equal. And if you get any two sides equal, you can say it is an isosceles triangle. To remind you, the formula for your distance formula is x1 minus x2 the whole square plus y1 minus y2 the whole square. You have to put in the coordinates. When you are taking AB, x1, this is y1, this is x2, this is y2. When you are taking BC, your first coordinate, first point will be x1, y1 and your second coordinate will be x2, y2. So don't get confused with what you have to put in. ठीक है? Okay. Next you have question number 5. Let's see what it is. In a classroom, 4 friends are seated at a point A, B, C, D as shown in the figure. So figure is there. Okay. Question number 5, I guess you can do it on your own. It's quite easy. But let's see what it says. Okay, let's see. No problem. Question number 5 देख लेते हैं. In a classroom, 4 friends are seated at a point A, B, C, D as shown in figure. Champa and Chameli walk into the class, and after observing for a few minutes, Champa asks Chameli, don't you think A, B, C, D is a square? So if you have 4 points, getting my point, it is on the graph given, so you can get the coordinates of A, B, C and D from the graph. Yes, my dear kids, you have to find out the coordinates of A. You will get 3 and 4. Coordinates of B, you will get 6 and 7. Coordinates of C, you will get 9 and 4. Coordinates of D, you will get 6 and 1. If you got all the 4 points, now is it a square? To find whether it's a square, how you'll go for? You will check the distance of AB should be equal to BC, should be equal to CD, should be equal to AD. So in a way, you have to find distance of AB, BC, BC, CD and AD. And once you got that, you can say that it's a square. Yes, you need one more approval. What? You have to also find AC and BD. Yes, my dear kids, it's not essential that if 4 sides are equal, then it's a square. 4 sides तो rhombus के भी equal होते हैं. Then in that case, the another proof for making any quadrilateral to be square is that the diagonal should be equal. So in this case, you also have to take AC and DC. Okay, so distance of AC should be equal to distance of DC. Then only you will say that it's a square. So first you have to find AB, BC, CD, AD. All the 4 sides are equal. Then go for the diagonal checkup. That is, you have to check whether the diagonals are equal or not. Once they are equal, you can say, yes, it is a square. Clear? Okay, next we have question number 6. Let's see what it says. Question number 6 says, name the type of quadrilateral formed by the following points. So you have first, which is -1, -2, 1, 0, -1, 2, and -3, 0. Now for that, of course, you have to check the distance between all the sides, that is AB, BC, AD, CD. Once you got all sides equal, you can say that if they are of same length and if the diagonals are equal, you can say that it's a square. Okay, sometimes you will get, if you get something like this, AB is equal to CD and AD is equal to BC. So you are getting two opposite sides equal. Getting my point? In that case, say you can say that it is a rectangle. So in this way, you have to keep on checking how many sides equal you are getting, or how you are getting the things. So if you're getting opposite sides equal, you can say that it's a rectangle. If you're getting, again, for opposite sides equal, I'll ask you to check for the diagonals also, because if it is a rectangle, then diagonal should be equal. Otherwise, it will become a parallelogram. Getting my point clear? So again, question number 6, I'll feel that you can do it on your own. Okay, my dear kids, I'll pack up here. God bless.